So if you're using a bolster, remember just be about a fist distance away so that when you lay back, your lower ribs rest on the bolster. You can have your knees bent with your feet flat on the floor or your legs extended. Or if you want to be in Supta Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of your feet together, support your knees with blocks, and just let your knees drop out to the sides. This helps to open up the inner thighs. Then slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. And then make sure you have something under your head so that your chin stays lower than your forehead. And then just turn your shoulders, roll them back and down. Turn the palms face up. And close your eyes. Just take a moment or two to let your breath come into its natural state, natural rhythm. And begin to deepen your breath. Take a few long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. And then bring your hands to rest at your abdomen. And with the hands resting lightly at the belly, draw the breath into the belly. And then exhale. Inhale, draw the breath in. And exhale. And take a few more abdominal breaths. And then bring your hands to your ribs and let your fingertips rest on the front ridge of your ribs. And with each of your inhalations, spread the ribs out to the sides of your body, gently pressing into your palms. And then exhale. Inhale, draw the breath in. And exhale. And take a few more breaths, breathing into the rib cage. And then bring your hands to rest at the center of your chest. And as we did with the abdomen and the rib cage, draw the breath into your chest, spread your collarbones wide, and then exhale. Inhale, draw the breath in, and exhale. Take a few more breaths. And then perhaps as your hands are resting here, you can visualize a deep emerald green, the color of the heart chakra, the Anahata chakra. And as I've said before, we know that the heart chakra is the center of unconditional love and kindness, forgiveness and compassion. So perhaps as you contemplate the heart chakra, you may think about inhaling and drawing in the things that you need, things that are important for you. And as you exhale, exhale all of those things that no longer serve you. So imagine with the new year, you inhale all the new, the goodness, the compassion, the love. And exhale all that has caused us tension, concern, sadness, worry, all the things that we don't need. So just contemplate that for a few more breaths. And as you continue to breathe into the heart center, you may even think about setting an intention, not a resolution, just an intention. Your intention can be for your practice today. It can be for a week. It can be for the whole year. But perhaps set an intention, something like, I will have good health in 2021. It could be that. It could be something about perhaps being able to enjoy abundance. And abundance can be anything. It can be abundance in food. It could be abundance in wealth. It could be abundance in friendship. So just think about that. Think about setting an intention. And now you can release your arms down by your sides. Once again, roll the shoulders back and down. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And then you can extend your legs out onto your mat. If they're bent. And once again, maybe adjust the buttock flesh. Lift the back of your head up towards the crown of your head to readjust your chin so that your cervical spine is long and extended. And then just tent your fingers next to your legs and walk your left hand down and then walk your right hand down and just release the arms. Let them rest. And then take your arms up, reach them all the way behind you. Press your heels into the mat as you stretch your arms away. And then bring the arms down. Reach up, take the arms all the way behind you. Press through the balls of your feet as you press your heels down into the mat. And feel the engagement. Feel how your legs ignite. And then bring your arms down. And then last time, take the arms up, reach them all the way behind you. Press through the soles of your feet. Feel the legs. Feel the power in the legs. Feel the muscles begin to fire up. And then relax the legs. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Again, slightly in front of your shoulders so that you can see the backs of your hands. And open and close your hands. Lubricate the joints in the hands. And the fingers. And then hide your thumbs underneath your fingers. Make a loose fist and make some circles. And pause and then go the other way. And then flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Point the fingers down and wave your hands up and down. Bring your palms together and interlace your fingers. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders. And as you press the palms up, press gently with your heels into the mat. Bend your elbows, bring your hands to your chest and press your hands towards your feet. Bring your hands to your chest and reach the arms up. Take the folded hands behind you, press your palms away, press through the soles of your feet. Release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers. And then bring the arms up towards the ceiling again with your palms facing one another. And then lift the shoulders up off your mat or your bolster. And then place them down. And as you place them down, feel the shoulder blades draw towards one another. And then reach up, feel them spread apart and bring them down. Reach the arms up and then bring them back down. Hold on to opposite elbows and take your arms behind you or let your arms rest on your forehead. And take a moment here just to enjoy the length, enjoy the openness, especially in the front of your body. But also notice, again, the shoulder blades move together. And just take a few breaths, perhaps as you breathe in, notice where the breath is centered. Is it in the belly, the ribs, or are you breathing in the chest? And now with your exhale, bring your folded arms up. Let them hover just above your ribs and make some circles with your arms. Reach your arms up. Take them all the way behind you. Refold the arms with the other forearm in front. And this time as you're here, perhaps do a quick scan of the body, taking note of any place where you may be holding tension. And use your breath to help release the tension wherever you might be holding it. So you can exhale the breath to wherever it's tight to help release. And then draw the folded arms up and let them hover again above your ribs. Make circles in the other direction. Reach the arms up, take them all the way behind you. Reach and stretch, press through the soles of your feet. And then bring your arms down by your sides. Pause for a moment. Perhaps roll the shoulders back and down. Now take your blocks and bring your blocks next to your hips. And then just let your hands rest towards the back of the blocks. And then gently press the blocks away and let your arms or your hands rest on the blocks for a moment or two. So it helps to draw your shoulders down and away from your ears. And then just press your hands into the blocks for a moment. Feel the chest open. And then relax. And one more time, press the hands into your blocks. And relax. And then you can just slide them away. And then with your toes pointed to the ceiling, scrunch and spread your toes. Point and flex your feet. Make some circles with your ankles. And then pause and go the other way. Then bring your big toes together. And then bring the pinky toes to the floor. And then just windshield wipe your feet in and out. Let the whole leg roll in and out. And then bring the feet to hip distance apart. Slide your heels. Tap the backs of your legs. And then bend, you can bend your knees or you can just come to sit up. And just sit up on your mat, sit up facing your, wherever you are. Just sit, come to sit on your mat. I always try and find the right words, and sometimes I just get wrapped up and just can't figure out what I want to say. Bring your hands to the sides of your hips and make your legs slightly firm by pressing through the balls of your feet. And just pause here for a moment, roll the shoulders back. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And then just hinge forward. Bring your hands forward. Press into your legs, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself up. Slide your heels, tap your legs. And once again, come forward. Bend your knees. So you can have your heels, your toes up off the mat here or down on the floor if you like. And then reach through. Round your back, press your fingertips into the floor. And then extend your legs and hinge forward. Bend your knees, reach through. Extend your legs and hinge forward. And then take your hands behind you, bring the soles of your feet together, and let your knees drop out in Baddha Konasana. Extend the legs, hinge forward. And then slowly come up and cross your right leg and then your left leg in. Try and get your feet underneath your knees. And then just come forward. And then walk yourself up. Change the cross of your legs. Again, trying to get the feet underneath your knees and then hinge forward again. And then come back up. Extend your legs, take them about as wide as your mat, and come forward. And then walk yourself up. And if you have a bolster, take it to the top of your mat. Use something underneath your head. And then come on down onto your back. So once again, lift the buttocks up. Slide the flesh down towards your heels. Use your hands at the base of your skull to lift the head up towards your crown of your head, and drop the chin down towards your chest. And then bring your feet to the floor, walk the hands down towards your feet. Just quickly glance at your knees to make sure that your knees are pointed straight up to the ceiling. And then press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the mat, and release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat, and release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat, and release. And then draw your knees into your chest, rock them in and out. And then keep the knees hugged in, rock from side to side. And then hold on behind your knees, let your feet just sort of hang and rock in and out. And then take your legs up about halfway between being perpendicular and where we just were. And once again, rock in and out. And let your feet be relaxed. You don't have to flex them. Keep the legs hugged in and rock side to side. And now take the feet flat up towards the ceiling. And here, point and flex the feet again. And make a few circles. And then go the other way. So we get these outside muscles that help with balance, the peroneal muscles. And then stretch the legs up and bring them in and rock the thighs in and out. And rock side to side. Stretch your legs up and bring them in. Stretch the legs up and bring them in. And stretch your legs up. Take your arms up overhead. And then take the legs wide and lift up. Do a crunch and then lower and bring the legs together. Separate the legs and lift and lower. Separate the legs, lift up and lower. Separate the legs, lift up and lower. And one more, separate the legs, lift up and hold. And then lower down. Bring your feet to the floor and press, keep your arms up overhead. Press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the floor. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. And press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. Bring your feet together, bring your knees together. Do a pelvic tilt and drop your knees over to the right. Bring your left arm next to your ear and stretch through the left arm. Come back up to the center, do a pelvic tilt, and then take the knees over to the left. Bring your right arm next to your ear, stretch through the right arm. Come back up to the middle, bring your arms down by your sides, and draw the knees into the chest. Rock them in and out. Bring your feet to the floor, extend the legs, extend the arms. Do a pelvic tilt. And then bring your left thigh in close to your chest, rock it in and out. Keep the right leg firm. And then keep the knee drawn in towards your chest, draw it over towards your right shoulder. And then draw it towards your left shoulder. Make a few circles with your left hip. And then pause and go the other way. Hug your thigh in, and then extend your leg up. Press the thigh into your hands, hands into your thigh. Press through the ball of your foot. And remember, if your knee is bent, lower the leg and hold on wherever you can to keep the legs straight. And now just rock your thigh in and out. So if you're a little tighter, you can actually just bend and straighten the leg. If you're loose, you can just sort of rock it in and out. And then everyone extend the leg up. Press the ball through the ball of your foot. Really firm the front of your thighs. So feel your quadriceps acting up. Not acting up, but being activated. And then bend your knee, bring the arch of the left foot to your right knee, and then draw the knee over towards the right. Come back up to the middle, extend both arms and legs, do a pelvic tilt, and then bring your right thigh in close, rock it in and out. And then bring the right knee over towards your left shoulder. And then the right knee towards the right shoulder. And make some circles with your right hip. And then pause and go the other way. And then draw the thigh in and reach your leg up. Press through the ball of your foot and rock your thigh in and out. Press the leg up, draw your thigh in, press your leg up, and then once again, just rock in and out or bend and straighten. This depends on your own flexibility. And then straighten the leg, stretch it as much as it will go for you. And then bring the arch of your right foot to the left knee and draw the knee over to the left. Come back up to the center. Take your feet as wide as your mat, arms out to your sides, and just rock your knees from side to side. And then take your belt. Take your left foot up into the belt and extend it. So once again, if your knee is bent like this at this position, lower the leg a little bit so it's straight. So here's, I think I've said this before, but if you never straighten your leg, you never lengthen the hamstring. So you want to make sure that you can get that hamstring lengthened. So if you're always here, it stays in the same position. So get it just straight, and that will work. And then it will work to get your leg actually perpendicular to the floor. So as long as your lower back is okay, you can extend the right leg down onto the mat. Take the belt into your left hand, right hand to your right hip. If you prefer to have the right knee bent, you can keep the right knee bent. And then with your exhale, take the left leg out to the left side. If you feel your right hip roll open or up off the mat, just lift up your left leg. And then come back up to the middle, take the belt into your right hand, and then take the leg across to the right side. Come back up to the middle, bring your right foot into the belt, take the left leg down. Keep the leg nice and straight, wherever that is for you. And then bring your left hand to your left hip. And with your exhale, let the right leg go up to the right side. And then bring the right leg up. Take the belt into your left hand and bring the leg across the body. Come back up to the center. Take both feet into the belt. Separate your legs wide and just rock from side to side. And then bring the feet together. Bring your legs all the way down. Extend the arms, extend the legs. Bring your ankles together. Bring your arms as close to your ears as you can. Press through the soles of your feet and do a pelvic tilt. And then release your arms down by your sides. Bend your knees. And let's come and sit up. So if you would just put something underneath your hips, if your hips are tight. So the way that you know that, as I think I've done before, told you before, if you're sitting up, if you're sitting cross-legged and your knees are up high like this, then your hips are tight and you need to have something underneath you. So if your knees are down low, then you're a little bit looser. So if you can even put blocks underneath your knees to support them if this position becomes uncomfortable for you. So as we were doing our stretches, I was thinking that maybe as we contemplate 2021, one of the things we might try for the next week until maybe Monday, or let's say till next Thursday, is to just sort of watch your thoughts. Just watch what you're thinking. So for example, there are 5 modifications of the mind that are taught in yoga. And the way to start thinking about those modifications are to just notice your thoughts. So for example, if you're when you're stopped at a red light, notice what you're thinking. Just notice what you're thinking. Are you paying attention to just driving? Are you paying attention to the light? Or are you noticing that the person next to you is, scratching their head, or, they're talking on the phone, whatever it happens to be? The mind plays little quote unquote tricks on us. So for example, one of the modifications of the mind is making something worse than it is. So for example, if somebody cuts you off and you're driving and someone cuts you off, your mind immediately goes to, oh my God, what if they hit me? What if I had been in that car accident? What if I'd be running to the hospital? Who's going to take care of the cats? Who's going to let my husband know? How's my family going to know? You already have yourself, for example, in an ambulance being sent to the hospital. So your mind plays little tricks on you. And you're off on a tangent and it's not really what's going on. So just notice what you think about. So one thing you can try is when you're brushing your teeth, instead of just letting your mind wander, focus on brushing your teeth. Maybe even use your other hand. Try that and see what happens. See if you can be in the moment and just focus on your brushing of your teeth. But if you don't, it's okay. The purpose of the exercise is to not change what your mind does. It's just to notice what your mind does. So just thought maybe with the new year, we could focus a little attention on watching the mind a little bit. So turn your palms up and close your eyes. And then with your exhale, lower your chin to your chest. And then bring the chin back to the center and turn your head to the right. And turn your head left. And then come back to the center And once again, lower your chin. And then come back up to the center. Turn your head to the left. And then turn your head right. Come back to the middle and you can turn your palms down. Take your arms to your sides and walk your fingers out. Wiggle your fingers and release. Walk the fingers away, wiggle and release. And then one more time, walk the fingers away and release. Reach your arms up. Turn the palms and lower. Reach up. Turn your palms. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Turn your palms. Exhale. Roll your shoulders. And then reverse. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a ha. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Reach up with the left arm. Walk out to the right. Reach and stretch. Get a nice stretch on the left side of your body. And then come back up and then reach up with the right arm. Walk out to the left. Reach and stretch. And then come back up to the center. Take the arms up, interlace your palms, turn them up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands to your chest and press the arms away. Bring your hands to your chest, reach your arms up. Release the interlace, roll, bring the arms down. Take your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. Draw the navel in, soften your lower back, and as you exhale, twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. Keep your chin in line with your sternum. And then come halfway out. Bring your left hand to your knee, round your back, and lift up. Round your back, lift up, and round your back. And then lift up. And then take the right hand to the left knee. Press into the floor to lengthen. Draw your navel in. Soften the lower back. Exhale. Twist ribs, chest, and shoulders. And then come halfway out and once again, round your back and lift up. Round your back, lift up, and round your back. And lift up. And then come back to the center. Hinge forward. And walk yourself up. And change the cross of your legs again. And then come forward again. Walk yourself up. Bring your feet out in front of you. And just rock your knees from side to side. Extend your legs, hinge forward. Press into your legs, lift up your chest, and then come up. Hold on behind your right knee. Bring it into your left thigh. If your right knee is up high, put a block underneath. And then gently twist towards your left leg and hinge forward. Walk yourself up. Twist towards your bent knee. And twist towards the straight leg. Come back to the center, hinge forward. Hold on to the outside of the left foot, or left, you can just press your hand against your shin if you can't reach the ankle of that foot. And then take your left hand, bring it next to your left hip, press your hand into the floor, lift up your chest, and twist to the left. Come back to center, walk yourself up. Extend both legs, slide your heels, tap the legs. And then hold on behind your left knee. Bring the left foot into the right thigh. And then hinge forward. Walk yourself up, turn towards your bent knee. Turn towards your straight leg. Come back to the middle and hinge forward again. Hold on to the outside of your right foot with the left hand or to the right shin. Bring your right hand next to your right hip. Press into the floor, lift up, and then twist towards the right. Come back to the middle, extend both legs, slide your heels, tap the legs. Bring your feet to the floor, hands behind you, rock your knees from side to side. And then if you're sitting on something, you can come off just so you don't wreck your balance. Okay. So we haven't done boat pose in a long time, so we're going to work on boat pose today. So start with your feet bent, your knees bent, and your feet flat on the floor. Take your belt and bring it around the arch of your left foot. Walk your hands down kind of close to your foot and lift up your chest. Find your sitting bones and get yourself balanced on the sitting bones. And then just bring the left foot parallel to the floor. And then if you're able, take the left leg up. Stretch the left leg. And then lower the left foot. Take the belt around the bottom of your right foot. Lift your chest, engage your belly. Bring the shin parallel to the floor. And then if you're able, extend the leg. And then come back to the floor. So remember, this is the pose that you want to make sure you don't have anything behind you that will hurt you should you fall backwards, should you roll back this way. So make sure you've got clearance behind you. And take the belt around the bottoms of both feet and flex your feet. Find your balancing spot between the sitting bones and the sacrum. Lift your chest and just bring your legs parallel to the floor and balance here. Just stay here for a moment. Keep your chest lifted. This will help with keeping you balanced. And then bring your feet to the floor. And we'll try again. So once again, find the balance spot between your sitting bones and your sacrum. Lift your chest, press your feet into your belt, and lift your legs up. Keep the shins parallel to the floor. Or if you feel like you can, extend the legs. Good. 5 more minutes, it's all. Spread your toes. And then bring the legs down. Extend your legs, hinge forward. And then come back up to the center. We're going to do it one more time. So take the belt around the bottoms of your feet. Lift your chest, engage your belly. Bring the legs to parallel and then take them all the way up for boat pose. And then release. You can set your belt aside. We're going to try it without the belt. So this one's a little harder for me and for everybody basically. So hold on behind your knees. Lift your chest, engage your belly. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. Release your arms. And then bring your feet to the floor. We'll do it one more time. This time we're going to try to extend the legs. So we'll start, throw the belly in, engage the belly, lift your chest, bring your shins parallel to the floor, straighten your legs, release the arms. And then bring your legs down, extend the legs, hinge forward. And then roll yourself back up, slide your heels, tap your legs, and then let's come down to hands and knees. We haven't done that in a long time. It's been really quite a long time since we've done that, so I thought it might be fun. And you can have a mimosa or a Bloody Mary afterwards just to congratulate yourself. So press your hands down into the mat, draw your navel up and in and round your back. Inhale and lift your chest, round your back. Lift your chest and round your back. And then come to a neutral spine, take the right arm and left leg up. And lower. Take the left arm and right leg up. And lower. Right arm, left leg. And lower. Left arm, right leg. And lower. Bring the big toes together. Separate your knees slightly. Press back to extended child's pose. And then roll yourself up to come and sit on your heels. Hold on to the back of your mat. Diane, I don't know if you're here, but if you are, just come up onto your knees. And then roll the shoulders back and down and pull the mat away from the center, as if you're trying to rip it in two. And then reach up with your left hand, press into the right, and stretch. And lower, and then reach up with the right hand, press into the left, reach and stretch. And lower, and bring both arms up. Come forward, round your back, and lift your chest. Step your feet forward, and come into forward fold. So have your blocks nearby. So remember, you want the weight of the body onto the balls of your feet. And have your blocks slightly in front of your shoulders. And then bend your knees a lot. Bring your ribs to your thighs for ski jump. And then straighten the legs. Bend your knees a lot. And then straighten your legs. And one more time, bend your knees. Lower your hands to the mat, press into your feet, and then inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up, and bring your hands to your heart. And then pause in Tadasana for a moment. And inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, and step your feet back for downward facing dog. Press through your hands and lengthen through your arms. Draw the navel up and in, and then press your thighs to the wall behind you. Pedal your heels. And then come up onto your toes. Keep the navel drawn in and then lower your heels down towards the mat. And then glide forward for plank. Keep your body parallel to the floor. Press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands, walk or step your feet forward for forward fold. And then inhale, come up. Bring your hands to your heart. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back for downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank. Press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands. Walk or step your feet forward for forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up and bring your hands to your heart. Pause in Tadasana. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway with a flat back. And then exhale, lower down. Step your right foot back. And then keep on the toes of your right foot. And then inhale, come up either in 2 steps. You can bring your hand to your thigh, or 1, come all the way up for crescent lunge. Bring your hands down to your front foot. Step back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands. Walk or step your feet forward to forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway with a flat back. Exhale and lower. Step the left foot back. Stay up on your left toes. And again, either in 2 steps or 1, inhale, come all the way up for crescent lunge. Bring your hands down to your front foot. Step back for downward dog. Come up onto your toes, down to your knees. Press back for extended child's pose. And then come back up to table. Step your feet forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. Pause in Tadasana. And then bring your feet together. And step your feet wide. You can bring a block to the back, to right behind your heels, perhaps. And then turn your left toes out to 90 degrees. Turn your right toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh and straighten your leg. And then reach your arms out to a T. Reach with the left hand, cut in with your left hip. Reach out, bring your hand either to your block or to the shin or to the floor, wherever you can reach. And then bring the top arm up, or if you have a shoulder problem, bring it right to your hip. Good. Press into the floor, reach up with the top arm. And now reach back with the back arm. Extend your left knee over the left ankle and look out over your left fingertips. Reach back with the right arm. Straighten the left leg, bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. And then turn your right toes out, turn the left toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh, straighten your leg. Lift up the kneecaps. Make those legs nice and firm. Reach your arms out to a T. Reach back, reach with the right arm. Cut in with the right hip and then reach. Bring your hand to your shin, the floor, your block, wherever. And then reach, press up, press into your feet, reach up with the top arm. Reach back with the left arm, extend your right knee over the right ankle. Reach back with your left hand, straighten your right leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your feet, heel toe or hop your feet together. And then bring your feet together. You can use a wall or a piece of furniture if you like. Bring your hands to your hips. Press into the big toe mound and big toe of your left foot. Bring your right foot either to your ankle, your calf, or all the way up into your thigh. Oops. And then bring your hands to your heart and reach your arms up. And then lower your arms, lower your leg. Bring your feet together. Press into the big toe and the big toe mound of your right foot. And then bring your left foot to the place that works for you. Whoops. And then bring your hands to your heart. Reach your arms up. And then lower your arms. Lower your foot. Take your feet just about hip distance apart and do a few hip circles. And then pause and just go the other way. And then pause, and you can bring yourself down onto your mat. Draw your knees into your chest, and you can prepare for Shavasana. So given that we are in a full moon phase, I don't know if any of you had a chance to see it the other night, but last night was beautiful. So just begin to follow the rise and fall of your breath. And bring your attention to your exhalation. And as you exhale, let it feel like a sigh. Like letting go. Feel your body relaxing with each exhalation. And imagine with each exhalation that it brings with you a state of deep relaxation, allowing a feeling of relaxing to wash over your body. So this is called meditation on the moonrise. It is evening. Watch the full moon rise on a boundless lake. Ripples lap against ripples, an endless counterpoint of restless rhythms. Now here, now there. See a few crests have joined, and the ripples proudly swell, becoming waves. But how fleeting their pride. Watch. See how the waves reach upward, but soon dip to form humble troughs. Bobbing, the water tells us all is change. Bright moon shapes dance upon the water. Like laughing children, they run gaily on a softly lit ripple, or pause breathlessly in shining triumph on a wave crest before sinking again in darkness, to wait for new life on another rise. Here too, the fickle moon shapes say, all is change. Now see your mind contained in these boundless dark waters. The surface ripples are your restless thoughts, conscious and subconscious. They are your emotions and feelings, dancing, playing, rising hopefully, or sinking in discouragement, proud one moment, humbled the next. Here too, the waters tell you all is changed. But the moonlight above, caught imperfectly on the water's surface, remains ever calm, serene, unchanging. This is the light of spirit. We reflect it so fleetingly, so distortedly in our restless minds. Now feel that the calm sky has formed a single radiant drop of liquid peace. This drop falls, striking the water. Ripples of peace spread outward in all directions, soothing the dancing rhythm of your thoughts. Wave on wave of peace spreads over you until slowly your mind reveals not a ripple. Far, far out into the boundless night, no quiver of movement to disturb your calm. And everywhere the moonlight on the water shines almost as motionless as the sky above. Gaze upward. Release your mind from its watery heaviness. You are now the sky. Moon rays of your peace spread quietly over the heavens, their calm light reaching out to infinity. You have no boundaries, no physical or mental weight, no need to worry, to struggle, compete. You are the endless sky. With the cool moonbeams of your calmness, you've claimed the universe and made it your own. You and the endless light of spirit are one. Now you can bring some movement back into your bodies. Draw your knees into your chest and roll to your right side. And then gently press into your left hand, bring yourself up to sit in Sukhasana. And then bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.